a cheese camera, a telephone box camera and a camper camera. They're all creations of British photographer Brendan Barry.
But let's start with the cheese.
Brendan Barry teaches photography at Exeter, southwestern England, but he's more interested in the process than in the photos themselves. So he builds his own cameras from every imaginable and unimaginable object. This one is a camera in cheese.
One thing I like to do is kind of play with people's preconceptions and understanding of what a camera is and what it can do. When you make a camera out of a block of cheese or something that people don't usually expect, then they respond to the camera itself, obviously, in a different way, but also the pictures that you take with it.
It was surprisingly easy to build the camera, though not so easy on the nose. A frame for the light-sensitive paper is screwed onto one side of the hollowed-out block of cheese. A lens is twisted onto the other side, and it's done. The light passes through the lens and hits the photographic paper, which is then developed.
Cool, it works. Let's test it out.
After just 2 hours of slicing and fitting, the cheese camera's ready for a photo session. Brendan Barry uses old Polaroid film that develops itself.
3, 2, 1. The film that we're using is out of date. It ran out. They stopped making it about 10 years ago. I've kept a load in my fridge since then, which we're using today. So the effects could be all over the place.
A Lego camera, an accordion camera, a log camera, and so on and so forth. He's even converted an entire camper and equipped it with a darkroom of its own. Brendan Barry's taking his camper camera for a little drive in the country.
So the caravan idea came when I thought, well, if I could just be inside the camera and have the darkroom inside it as well and have it on wheels, then I could take my darkroom and camera anywhere, and then instead of being in a sort of space which was the studio, everywhere else could be the studio.
He makes last-minute preparations for a photo shoot with the camper camera.
So light is pouring through this lens and projecting the outside world inside, upside down. If I move this focal point further and closer away from the lens, you'll see how different things come into focus.
Brendan Barry positions the model,
So just listen out for me.
and they're ready to shoot.
Tiny bit to your right. Perfect. So what I'll do in a moment is I will turn all the lights off, close down the lens, and then get a piece of photographic paper out in the pitch dark and attach it to this board. And then I will make an exposure by opening and closing the lens. 1, 2, 3.
Brendan Barry puts the photo through the first parts inside the camper and does the rest outside.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's really nice to be part of something interesting. It's an incredible photograph as well.
Even a telephone box can become a camera. And Brendan's planning much the same for many other different objects.
I want to do a boat camera one day. I've got plans for a double-decker bus, submarine. That'd be cool, with but using the periscope as a camera. Do you fancy? So
Brendan Barry's camera concepts may sound rather eccentric.
1, 2, 3.
But they do open a new perspective on photography.
There you go.
And they produce rather nice photos.